George Main Stakes, and we're ready to run. Gates are back, they're off. Fangirl missed the start by 3/4 of a length. Now jumping really well, hinged off the inside with Profondo, and Anamoe away well. Up running third, in front of Montefilia, followed by Ice Bath. Then came Fangirl, improving on the rails. A couple after Duis, then came Maximal, and Converge has been taken all the way back to last. So hinged, she's got blinkers on today, and she's going to lead from the hot favourite Anamoe on a very forward roll. Profondo takes the set, leaders back third, and 2 lengths away to Montefilia, just in front of Fangirl. Further back to Ice Bath, then came Maximal from Duis, and Converges the last one as they start the run down the side. 900 metres to run, and Hinged is held together by Kieran McAvoy. Leads by 3/4 to Anamoe. Profondo tucked away third, followed by Montefilia. Then Fangirl 3 back the rails from Ice Bath. Further back to Maximal, then came Duis, and Converges still back last. So Hinged leads, approaching the 600 metres by 3/4 to Anamoe. McDonald allowing to slide a little bit closer, coming to the turn from Profondo. Montefilia is easing out deep, Ice Bath as well, and Fangirl's coming well off the fence as they straighten, and Hinge 400 metres to run, leads the way from Anamoe. Profondo the inside, Ice Bath winding up with Montefilia, and then came Fangirl. Anamoe races to the lead at the 250. Anamoe just in front from Ice Bath, beating off Hinge. Then came Fangirl, but Anamoe, up goes Anamoe, and the George Main Stakes breaking clear, and there's 5 Group 1s. Anamoe went on to beat Ice Bath, Hinged in third, Montefilia fourth, then came Fangirl. Further back to Duis, Profondo, Maximal, and Converge was the last one to finish.
Well, the king of Australian racing stays on the throne. Anamoe, too good for them. Jay McDonald, everyone was talking about what he would do. Well, it was perfect. Ice Bath running second. That is her 5th Group 1 placing. And Hinged, who tried to lead all the way, will end up running third. There he is, Anamoe. McDonald, a long look. He had time, Ronnie, to look over his shoulder. They weren't coming.
Yeah, he knew he was going to lift every time he asked, and he just had to shake him up there. And he did ride a good thing like a good thing. Probably ridden out of his comfort zone a little bit, but who cares? That's what you've got to do when you're on Champions. You've got to adjust to situations, and that's exactly what he did. He adjusted big time, and he toyed with them late. She was fantastic, Ice Bath. Again and again. She's run so well. Oh, to think that all the criticism they got yesterday for scratching her from Newcastle, how dare they scratch her? It was 100,000 in the pocket for nothing, and here she is, another Group 1 second and 200,000 for running second. So they've done the right thing with her. And look, Hinged has battled on well, and Montefilia was terrific as far as her Cups campaigns are concerned. But a champion colt.
67 Group 1s for J-Mac. What a ride. Like you said, Ronnie, just took all the guesswork out of the race, sat up outside lead. Good run, Hinged, and Ice Bath. How good is this horse? She's just the bridesmaid all the time, but what a run, but taking nothing away from the winner and the ride. What a horse.
Okay, so James Cummings, his 31st individual Group 1. James McDonald, his 67th individual Group 1. And Anamoe, that's his 5th win in the top grade. James Cummings about to come over and talk about his 5-time Group 1 winner, who was, again, simply superb.
Yeah, he's just come back in fine order, and that's a great effort from the team at home, but just a wonderful horse to see him come back, win first up, and that's just underlined his whole preparation. But to have gone ahead now and 1 second up, it's signalled his intent, and the remainder of the campaign he can keep his eyes on the big targets ahead, and he can let them all know that he's coming for them.
James took his time to end up in that position outside the lead.
Yeah, he understands the horse well. He's riding in great form, and we had the discussion before the race that I was just quite pleased if he lets the horse begin well. James McDonald makes a decision from there, and I'll back him win, lose or draw. And he allowed him to cruise up. The horse perhaps just idled a little bit outside the lead, but they looked to have gone pretty steadily early, and they've really ramped it up coming home. That's going to be the perfect stepping stone for him, but he's been able to pick up 2 important weight for age Group 1s along the way, and he keeps lifting his value and his profile and gets more and more attention on him, which is all very fitting for a wonderful horse.
What's he like at home, James? What does he like to be around, and how does he get things done on the track?
Well, he's very economical in his action. He's the alpha male in his demeanour. He's the king of his own box. His box is his kingdom. The same for a paddock that we put him in, and yet he can have a pick of grass after a gallop, and he can look like Nijinsky after the Arc, or Dancing Brave in one of the classics. He's a beautiful horse to have anything to do with, and we're it's just an absolute privilege for us to be racing a horse like Anamoe for His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, and he's a very, very promising horse for our whole operation.
Well, you've got a long way to go in your career, but there won't be too many more better ones come along.
No, and you've got to pinch yourself, and we're very grateful to have him, and that's the most important thing. And now it's about letting reality play out, focus on what we've got to do, and let Anamoe do the talking.
Okay, well done, James.
Thank you.
Another James coming up. He's got a big assignment too with Nature Strip. That's coming up next.